Welcome into another edition of the Leadership Library, hosted by CEO and author Rocky Romanella. Rocky is the author of the book Tighten the Lug Nuts, The Principles of Balanced Leadership, and has over 40 years of business experience as a prominent member of the UPS Supply Chain Solutions team, as well as the CEO of Unitech Global Services. So sit back, grab your notebook, and take a seat, and get ready for this edition of the Leadership Library.
Welcome to the Leadership Library. I'm your host, Rocky Romanella. Today we're going to talk a little bit about acting like an owner. So we've talked about thinking like a customer, feeling like a valued individual, but now acting like an owner. That's the third leg in this stool or in our pyramid for balanced leadership. So what do I mean by thinking like an owner? Well, if this was your candy store, would you make this decision? When you think like an owner, you make much different decisions and much better decisions. So for me, I think about it from the case of it's what you do when no one's watching that counts. That owners do the right thing when no one's watching. Right? Do I own the problem, or am I just trying to find other ways to pawn this off as someone else's problem? And then the famous, Neil Diamond song, "I Am, I Said." I said I was going to do these things, but am I that person who is doing these things, right? The "I am, I said." And so for me, those are some of the important parts of acting like an owner as a leader. It's what I do when no one's watching that counts. It's do I own the problems, and do I do the things I say I'm going to do? And that happens through many different things that you do along the way. It's those small kinds of things. Do I walk the talk? Do I get out of my office and walk around and meet people and have good conversations with them? Do I hold myself accountable and my people accountable? No matter how big or small your organization is, there are no secrets. Everybody knows what everybody's doing. And so you don't want to be that leader that everyone in your organization is looking at, saying to themselves, well, when are they going to finally take care of these people over here who aren't doing their job? Right? Because everybody knows who's not doing their job. And by the way, today, in today's world of virtual, we all know who's not turning on their Zoom call. The same people who say they can't turn the Zoom call on are the same people who go walking around Costco probably and can't turn the Zoom call on. So those are the same individuals in real life or in virtual life. And so your good people are looking at you saying, well, when are you going to do something about that? Well, an owner will do something about it, right? And so for me, that accountability is so important, right? So how do I act like an owner? Well, I accept my responsibilities. I hold myself and my people accountable. I walk the talk. I make thoughtful decisions. I think about how my decisions impact not only our customers, but our people and our shareowners and stakeholders. I want to be thoughtful in those decisions. I want to make sure that I make them from the widest consequences. That's what owners do. I also want to be that brand ambassador. I want to live the brand. I understand our brand promise. And so, for example, if we have a values and mission statement that say that we won't work unsafe, and yet I see a driver moving a vehicle without a seatbelt on and I don't say anything to him, well, now I've just fallen on my responsibility to be that brand ambassador or to be the owner of our values. I just silently sanction bad behavior, something I'm not allowed to do as a leader and as an owner. I also think, you think about how integrity is such an important part of it, not only from a obvious integrity, and you've heard me talk so much about this, but also integrity of our word. As a leader, am I being straight with you? As a leader, now look, there's some things I can't tell you. I used to always tell people, I'll tell you what I know, I'll tell you what I don't know. If I can't tell you, it means I got to kill you. Well, I say that jokingly, but at the end of the day, what it really means is there are some things I really can't share everything with you, but I'm going to give you the best answer I can and be as honest as I can with you. That's what people need from you, and that's what it's like to act like an owner. And so I think as you think through this concept of acting like an owner, think about a decision that you're going to bring forward to the organization. And before you make that presentation on a new product, on a new service, a new way you want to do things, a new process, think about it. If this was my candy store, would I write the check out of my checking account? And if you would, then you should bring it to the next level. And with that energy, enthusiasm, and with that conviction of an owner, more times than not, you'll be able to sell that idea. Until we speak again, be safe. And thank you for listening to our podcast over the last few weeks and months.